Are you ready to make 2026 the year everything shifts in your favor? Before the new year arrives, there are 10 powerful steps you can take to prepare yourself for real success, happiness, and growth. Imagine starting the year with clarity, better habits, and a mindset built to win. Imagine letting go of what's been holding you back and finally taking control of your direction. In this video, we're going to talk about shaping your mindset, learning new skills, improving your health, and preparing for the future. Stick with me, because each step is designed to help you become a stronger, wiser, and more confident version of yourself. So let's get started and make 2026 the year things change for the better. Number 1. Write down what you want in 2026. One of the biggest mistakes people make is moving through life without clarity. Think about it. Would you take a journey with no destination? Of course not. But that's exactly what your life becomes when you never decide what you truly want. Before 2026 begins, take some time alone and ask yourself, what do I want from this year? Don't rush it. Give yourself the space to think about what genuinely matters to you. And once you know, write it down. There is something powerful about putting your goals on paper. When they stay in your head, they're just ideas. But when you write them down, they become real. You can see them, you can touch them, and your mind begins to find ways to make them happen. But don't write vague goals like, I want to be successful. That doesn't mean anything unless you define what success looks like for you. Be specific. Say, I want to earn $60, $80, or $100,000 this year. Or, I want to lose 20 pounds by June. The more precise your goals are, the easier it becomes to track progress and stay motivated. Now go deeper. Ask yourself why these goals matter. Because goals without meaning are hollow. Do you want more money to provide stability? Do you want to improve your health so you feel confident again? Do you want personal growth because you're tired of feeling stuck? The reason behind your goal is what gives it strength. Once you know what you want and why you want it, break your goals into categories: career, health, relationships, personal development. Because life is about balance. What good is financial success if you lose your joy, your health, or your relationships in the process? Balance keeps you whole. Then set deadlines. Goals without timelines are just dreams you'll get to later. If you want to save $10,000, decide how much you'll save each month. If you want to read 12 books, commit to one per month. Deadlines create urgency. Review your goals every day. Keep them where you'll see them, on your wall, your phone, your mirror. Let them remind you why you're doing all of this. When you feel tired or discouraged, those words will remind you of the bigger picture. And tell someone you trust. You don't have to announce your goals to the world, but having one person who knows what you're aiming for makes it harder to give up. Writing down what you want in 2026 isn't just planning. It's claiming ownership of your life. Imagine looking back a year from now and realizing everything changed because you took this simple step. That's the power of clarity. This is your life. This is your year. Pick up the pen, decide what you want, and make it real. Number 2, let go of the habits that are holding you back. Let me ask you something. Are your habits working for you or working against you? Really think about that, because your habits shape your entire life. They influence your health, your mindset, your relationships, your finances, and your future. If you want 2026 to be your breakthrough year, you must confront the habits that are slowing you down. The first step is awareness. Sit with yourself and ask, what am I doing every single day that keeps me stuck? Maybe you're spending hours scrolling on your phone. Maybe you're skipping workouts. Maybe you're eating whatever's convenient instead of what fuels your body. Maybe you procrastinate or stay up too late or avoid responsibilities. Be brutally honest. No one needs to see this list but you. But if you're not honest, nothing changes. Now understand something important. Bad habits usually stay because they give us something: comfort, distraction, or temporary relief. They feel easy. They feel familiar. But those tiny moments of comfort are costing you something much bigger: your long-term joy, your health, your progress, your dream life. So ask yourself, is that trade worth it? Once you know your bad habits, don't just try to stop them. That almost never works. Instead, replace them. Habits are patterns, and patterns need substitutes. If you tend to waste time scrolling, replace that moment with reading, learning, journaling, or taking a walk. Don't just say, "I'll stop doing this." Say, "When that urge comes, I'll choose this instead." Focus on what you will do, not just what you'll avoid. Start small. You don't have to change your life in one day. If you want to eat healthier, don't suddenly cut everything at once. Start by removing one thing, like sugary drinks. Small wins create confidence, and confidence fuels big change. Accountability helps too. When someone else knows your goal, you're less likely to slip back into old patterns. Track your progress. Write it down, use an app, whatever works. Watching your improvement builds momentum. And listen, if you slip up, don't tear yourself down. Change is not linear. Growth comes with setbacks. What matters is getting back up quickly. Don't quit just because you had a bad moment. Your future depends on your ability to continue. Let's talk about the emotional part. Breaking bad habits isn't comfortable. It won't always feel good. You'll have days where you're frustrated, tired, or tempted to go back. Those moments are where growth happens. Remind yourself what you're working toward. Picture the version of yourself in 2026 who has already overcome these habits. Picture how much stronger, healthier, and more confident that version of you feels. Let that vision pull you forward when motivation fades. As you replace negative habits with positive ones, you'll start to notice something powerful. Your confidence will rise. Your discipline will strengthen. You'll feel more in control of your life. And that small shift will spill over into every other area of improvement. Bad habits may feel small in the moment, but over time they shape your destiny. The good news? Every single day you choose differently, you are reclaiming your future. You don't need to wait for the new year to change. You can start today. Because the sooner you break free, the sooner you step into the life that's waiting for you. This isn't just about removing what's bad. It's about building a life you are proud of. And you can do it. One day, one habit, one choice at a time. Now, before we dive into number 3, I just ask for one small thing. If you can, take a second to like or hype the video. It really helps to reach more people who might need these words today. Thank you. Number 3, start preparing financially for your future. Your future is shaped by what you do right now, especially when it comes to money. Saving isn't just about having extra cash sitting in a bank account. It's about creating stability, freedom, and peace of mind. If you don't start building that foundation today, your future self will be the one paying the price. And here's a reality check. No one is coming to rescue you financially. Not the government, not your job, not luck. This is your responsibility. First, get clear on why saving matters. Think about the life you want. Do you want to own a home, travel, retire comfortably someday, start a business? Whatever your vision is, it needs a financial base. Without savings, one unexpected issue, a car repair, a medical expense, a job change, can send everything into chaos. But when you're prepared, life feels completely different. You move with confidence instead of fear. That's the power of saving. So how do you begin? You don't need to turn your life upside down. Start by understanding where your money is actually going. For 1 month, track every expense: rent, groceries, coffee, subscriptions, impulse buys, everything. You might be shocked at how much is slipping away on things that don't matter. Awareness is the doorway to control. Once you know where your money is going, create a simple plan. Decide on a percentage of your income to save every month, even if it's just 10%. What matters most is consistency, not the amount. If possible, automate it so the money goes straight into savings before you can spend it. When you don't see it, you don't miss it. Next, focus on building an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Cars break down, health issues happen, jobs change. An emergency fund protects your peace. Aim for 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It will take time, and that's okay. Every dollar gets you closer. Now here's where discipline comes in. Saving isn't only about what you save, it's also about what you don't spend. Before you buy something, ask yourself, do I really need this, or do I just want it right now? Practice delaying gratification. Giving up a small pleasure today could be the reason you get to live your dream tomorrow. And when you're ready, learn about investing. Saving builds stability, but investing builds growth. Even small, steady contributions to something like index funds or retirement accounts can turn into real wealth over time. Let compound interest do the heavy lifting. Let's talk about the emotional side. Saving won't always feel fun. Sometimes you'll want to treat yourself, and sometimes saying, "not today," will be hard. But think about how good it will feel to know you're secure, to know you're building something, to know you're moving closer to the life you want rather than drifting away from it. Protect your savings too. Avoid unnecessary debt. Credit cards and loans can steal your future. If you already have debt, focus on paying it down. The less you owe, the more you can keep. And celebrate your milestones. Saving doesn't mean you never enjoy yourself. It means you enjoy responsibly. Remember this, saving is not just about money. It's about freedom. Freedom to choose. Freedom to breathe. Freedom to live life on your terms. When you save, you're telling yourself, I am taking control of my future. Don't wait for the right time to start. The best time is now. Every dollar you save today builds the life you'll live tomorrow, and your future self will be grateful you started. Number 4, take time to reflect on the past year. Reflection is one of the most powerful tools for growth, yet most people never do it. Life moves quickly, and we rush from one year to the next without pausing to understand what actually happened. But if you never look back, how can you know what needs to continue, what needs to change, and what needs to stop? Before 2026 arrives, give yourself the gift of reflection. Find a quiet moment, just you and your thoughts, and ask yourself, what happened this past year? Write it down. Your wins, your mistakes, your progress, your setbacks. Putting it on paper makes everything clearer and gives you something real to work with. Start with your wins. What did you accomplish this year? Did you learn something new? Achieve a goal? Overcome something difficult? Or simply keep going when things were hard? Celebrate those victories. Too many people skip past their achievements without appreciating them. Take a moment to feel proud. You earned that. Now look at the challenges. Where did things fall apart? Maybe you didn't follow through on something. Maybe you let fear hold you back. Maybe life threw obstacles your way that you weren't ready for. Don't judge yourself. Don't shame yourself. Instead, ask, what did this teach me? Mistakes are not failures. They are messages. They show you what needs to improve. The only real failure is ignoring the lesson. Be honest during this process. Reflection means facing uncomfortable truths. Maybe you spent too much time on distraction. Maybe you stayed in a situation that drained you. Maybe you didn't give your best effort. Recognizing these patterns isn't about guilt, it's about growth. Pay attention to how the year felt emotionally. Did you feel fulfilled, stressed, grateful, lonely, excited, or drained? Your feelings reveal what aligns with your soul and what doesn't. If a job, relationship, or habit made you miserable, that's a sign something needs to change. Look at the people in your life too. Who supported you, encouraged you, helped you grow? Who brought negativity, stress, or doubt? Your environment shapes your mindset. Moving forward sometimes means letting go. Reflection is not about dwelling on the past. It's about using it as guidance for the future. Think about what you want to carry into 2026 and what you need to leave behind. Maybe it's a habit, a mindset, a fear, or even certain people. Letting go can be uncomfortable, but it's necessary if you want to evolve. Write down the lessons you learned this year. These lessons are stepping stones for who you are becoming. If you learn that discipline matters, commit to being consistent. If you learn that boundaries matter, start enforcing them now. Your reflection becomes your roadmap. And remember gratitude. No matter how difficult the year was, there is always something to appreciate. Your health, your growth, your strength, your resilience, the lessons you gained. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's meaningful. Finally, make a decision to do better. Reflection without action does nothing. Use what you learned to create clear steps for 2026. This isn't about being perfect, it's about progress. Take what worked, release what didn't, and step into the new year with clarity and confidence. Looking back isn't living in the past, it's learning from it. When you reflect on your year, you give yourself direction. You give yourself power. You give yourself growth. Don't let this past year fade into a blur. Reflect and walk into 2026 stronger, wiser, and more focused than ever. Number 5, focus on personal growth. Personal growth doesn't just happen randomly. It's a decision you make every single day. If you want 2026 to be a year of real transformation, then your growth has to become a priority right now. The version of you that steps into the new year should be wiser, stronger, and more capable than the version standing here today. Growth is the foundation for everything you want to achieve, and it begins with choosing to become better. Start by defining what personal growth means to you. It's not about comparing yourself to others or trying to be perfect. Growth is about becoming the best version of yourself. Ask yourself, which areas of my life need improvement? Maybe it's your mindset, maybe your health, your discipline, your skills, your relationships. Write them down. Clarity gives direction. Begin with your mindset, because everything starts there. How do you respond to challenges, setbacks, and opportunities? If your default response is negativity, doubt, or giving up, then that's the first thing that needs to change. A growth mindset sees every failure as a lesson and every obstacle as a chance to get stronger. Surround yourself with books, videos, mentors, and environments that inspire growth. Feed your mind with what elevates you. Next, invest in your skills. What do you want to learn in 2026? Maybe you want to level up in your career. Maybe learn a language. Maybe master a creative skill or build a business. Growth comes from learning, from curiosity, from consistently improving yourself. Even 20 minutes a day focused on learning something meaningful can completely transform your life over time. Your physical health matters too. You can't grow mentally or emotionally if you're constantly tired, drained, or unhealthy. Are you eating foods that energize you? Are you moving your body? Are you sleeping enough? These things may sound simple, but they influence your focus, your mood, your motivation, and your confidence. A strong mind needs a strong body to carry it. Now think about emotional growth. How do you handle stress, discomfort, and conflict? Do you react impulsively or do you respond thoughtfully? Emotional intelligence is a powerful form of growth. Practice pausing before reacting. Practice expressing your needs clearly. Practice setting boundaries. Growth isn't just about what you do, it's about how you handle life. Build habits that reinforce your growth. Habits are the small actions repeated daily that lead to massive changes over time. If you want to read more, start with 1 chapter a day. If you want to exercise, commit to 10 or 15 minutes consistently. The key is not intensity, it's consistency. Growth is built in the days when motivation is low, but you show up anyway. And don't forget your environment. The people around you influence who you become. Are the people in your life inspiring you, challenging you, supporting you? Or are they holding you back, draining you, distracting you from your purpose? Sometimes growth requires walking away from situations or people that are no longer aligned with where you're going. Make reflection part of your growth process. Ask yourself each day, what did I learn today? What could I improve tomorrow? Journaling helps you recognize patterns, track progress, and stay intentional. Set specific goals for your growth. Don't just say, I want to grow. Define what growth looks like. Do you want to gain confidence? Improve your communication? Expand your knowledge? Strengthen your discipline? Be clear and break it into small, achievable steps. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Growth is not a straight line. There will be days where you feel stuck, days where nothing seems to be changing. But every small step is progress. Every effort matters. Focusing on personal growth isn't about improving just one part of your life. It transforms your entire life. When you grow, your opportunities expand. Your confidence rises. Your mindset strengthens. Your future gets brighter. Make personal growth your priority today, and you'll walk into 2026 as the strongest version of yourself. The best time to start growing was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Number 6, forgive and let go of the past. If you want 2026 to be a year of peace, growth, and real progress, this step is non-negotiable. Holding on to old pain, resentment, or regret only keeps you stuck. You cannot move forward if you're still tied to what's behind you. Letting go may be one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but it will also be one of the most freeing. Start by acknowledging what hurt you. Maybe someone betrayed your trust. Maybe a situation left you disappointed or broken. Maybe you're carrying guilt over your own past choices. Whatever it is, don't bury it. You cannot release something you refuse to face. Write it down. The people, the moments, the feelings. Putting it on paper loosens the emotional grip they have on your heart. Understand this clearly. Forgiveness does not mean what happened was okay. It does not mean you justify it, forget it, or pretend it didn't hurt. Forgiveness means you refuse to let the past control you anymore. It's not for them, it's for you. Holding on to bitterness only chains you to the pain. Forgiving breaks those chains. You might say, but they don't deserve forgiveness. Maybe they don't, but you deserve peace. Every time you hold on to resentment, you are still letting that person or situation influence your present life. When you forgive, you reclaim your power. You choose healing over suffering, growth over pain, peace over anger. Forgiveness is a process, not a switch. You might not be able to let go all at once. That's okay. Some wounds take time. What matters is that you choose again and again to loosen your grip just a little more each day. Don't let the past decide your future. Now let's talk about the hardest part, forgiving yourself. We are often our own toughest critics. Maybe you made mistakes, maybe you failed, maybe you hurt someone, maybe you didn't show up in the way you wish you had. But hear this, you are not your past. The past is gone. You cannot change it. You can only learn from it and do better moving forward. Let go of the shame. Take the lesson and leave the weight behind. Sometimes what we need to release isn't a person, it's expectations. Maybe life didn't go the way you planned. Maybe your story looks different than you imagined. That does not mean you failed. Life changes, you grow, you adapt. And that ability to adapt is what creates strength. Letting go is an act of self-love. You do not deserve to carry the burden of old pain. When you let go, you give yourself permission to live again, to breathe again, to create something new. Letting go also means releasing anything in your life that no longer supports who you are becoming, even if you invested time, effort, and emotion into it. If it's holding you back, it's time to release it. Letting go makes space for better. Carrying resentment, fear, or regret is like carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. It slows you down and exhausts your spirit. When you release it, you free your heart and your future. Forgiveness is not about the past. It's about choosing your future. It's about reclaiming your peace and your power. Let go of what has already happened. Forgive what needs to be forgiven. Release what no longer serves your growth. Only then can you move forward with strength, clarity, and purpose into the life that's waiting for you. The past is over. Don't let it steal one more day of your life. Your future is bright, but you have to let go so you can step into it. Number 7, work on your mindset. Your mindset is the foundation for everything. The way you see the world, the way you solve problems, the way you respond to challenges, and the way you create your future. If you want 2026 to be the year you break through, you have to begin with your mind. Your mindset is like the filter you look at life through. If that filter is negative, cloudy, or fearful, then everything in your life will reflect that. But when you shift to a mindset of growth, resilience, belief, and possibility, your entire reality starts to transform. The first thing to understand is that your mindset is a choice. It isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you shape. You get to decide whether a challenge is a barrier or a chance to grow. You get to decide whether you let setbacks define you or strengthen you. Your perspective is your power. Start with self-awareness. Pay attention to the thoughts that run through your mind every day. How do you talk to yourself? Do you believe in your abilities? Or do you tear yourself down before you even try? Your mind is like soil. Whatever you plant there will grow. Plant negativity, and negativity grows. Plant confidence and possibility, and that's what will take root. One effective way to reshape your mindset is through affirmations. Speak to yourself with intention. Tell yourself, I am capable, I am worthy of success, I am improving every day, I can handle challenges. These words reprogram your belief system. They replace old, limiting narratives with ones that strengthen you. Over time, these thoughts stop feeling forced and start feeling true. Another key to a strong mindset is embracing discomfort. So many people avoid struggle, avoid hard work, avoid uncertainty, But the truth is, growth lives in discomfort. Every time you challenge yourself, you stretch your limits. When you step outside your comfort zone, even just a little, you become stronger. And understand this, failure is not a defeat, it's a teacher. Every time you fall, you learn. Every time you learn, you rise wiser than before. Practice gratitude as well. Gratitude shifts your attention from what's missing to what's present. When you make it a habit to notice what's going right, your health, the roof over your head, the lessons learned, the people who support you,